Jose Luis Rodriguez's background check reveals a ticket for possession of marijuana. There is nothing in his police records for sexual harassment. Maybe last night would have been a first if I hadn't intervened. And the little prick smokes weed? I hope he doesn't smoke around Anna, and I hope she doesn't smoke, period. Opening Andrea's email, I send the NDA to the printer in my study at home in Escala. Anna will need to sign it before I show her my playroom. And in a moment of weakness, or hubris, or perhaps unprecedented optimism, I don't know which, I fill in her name and address on my standard Dom sub contract and send that to print too. There's a knock at the door. "Hey, hotshot, let's go hiking," Elliot says through the door. Ah, the child has woken from his nap. The scent of pine, fresh, damp earth, and late spring is a balm to my senses. The smell reminds me of those heady days of my childhood, running through a forest with Elliot and my sister Mia under the watchful eyes of our adoptive parents. The quiet, the space, the freedom, the scrunch of dry pine needles underfoot. Here in the great outdoors, I could forget. Here was a refuge from my nightmares. Elliot chatters away, needing only the occasional grunt from me to keep talking. As we make our way along the pebbled shore of the Willamette, my mind strays to Anastasia. For the first time in a long time, I have a sweet sense of anticipation. I'm excited. Will she say yes to my proposal? I picture her sleeping beside me, soft and small, and my cock twitches with expectation. I could have woken her and fucked her then. What a novelty that would have been. I'll fuck her in time. I'll fuck her bound and with her smart mouth gagged. Clayton's is quiet. The last customer left 5 minutes ago, and I'm waiting, again, drumming my fingers on my thighs. Patience is not my forte. Even the long hike with Elliot today has not dampened my restlessness. He's having dinner with Kate this evening at the Heathman. 2 dates on consecutive nights is not his usual style. Suddenly, the fluorescent lights inside the store flicker off, the front door opens, and Anna steps out into a mild Portland evening. My heart begins to hammer. This is it. Either the beginning of a new relationship, or the beginning of the end. She waves goodbye to a young man who's followed her out. It's not the same man I met the last time I was here. It's someone new. He watches her walk toward the car, his eyes on her ass. Taylor distracts me by making a move to climb out of the car, but I stop him. This is my call. When I'm out of the car holding the door open for her, the new guy is locking up the store and no longer ogling Miss Steele. Her lips curve into a shy smile as she approaches, her hair in a jaunty ponytail swinging in the evening breeze. "Good evening, Miss Steele." "Mr. Gray?" she says. She's dressed in black jeans. Jeans again. She greets Taylor as she climbs into the back seat of the car. Once I'm beside her, I clasp her hand, while Taylor pulls out onto the empty road and heads to the Portland helipad. "How was work?" I ask, enjoying the feel of her hand in mine. "Very long," she says, her voice husky. "Yes, it's been a long day for me too. It's been hell waiting for the last couple of hours." "What did you do?" she asks. "I went hiking with Elliot." Her hand is warm and soft. She glances down at our joined fingers and I brush her knuckles with my thumb over and over. Her breath catches and her eyes meet mine. In them, I see her longing and desire and her sense of anticipation. I just hope she accepts my proposition. Mercifully, the drive to the helipad is short. When we're out of the car, I take her hand again. She looks a little perplexed. Ah, she's wondering where the helicopter might be. "Ready?" I ask. She nods, and I lead her into the building toward the elevator. She gives me a quick, knowing look. She's remembering the kiss from this morning, but then, so am I. "It's only 3 floors," I mutter. As we stand inside, I make a mental note to fuck her in an elevator one day. That's if she agrees to my deal.